it was understood that I wasn't going to go to college. First of all, there was no money to pay for my college. There are 3 kids in my family, and none of them went to college. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to sit in a classroom for 4 years. And my father said to me one time, "Which would you rather have working on your car? A man that just graduated from 4 years of mechanic school, or a guy that's been working on cars for 4 years? Which would you rather have?" Guy that with 4 years experience, of course. There are so many things. Colleges teach you what's in the book, but they don't teach you what's not in the book. And several times I lectured down at the University of New Mexico in the art class and the business class both. Professors invite me in there. Why? Because I had a gallery up there, and he knew that I was going to tell the other side of the story. I was going to tell you things that are not in the books. They really didn't like me, but they were thinking about their students. Twice I did that. So now I walk into class. There's 200 students sitting there. The professor's back in the back of the room with 4 other professors that came in off the hall and other classes because they wanted to hear what I had to say. And they introduced me. "This is Mr. Fenn. Fenn Galleries in Santa Fe, and blah, blah, blah. He's successful, and blah, blah, blah. He originated this and thought of that." And the kids are impressed. I was impressed myself. I thought he was talking about somebody else. So I take the podium and I say, "How many of you kids are in this class because you have to have the credit to get out of this school?" About 2/3 of them hold up their hand. I say, "Okay, you guys can leave. I'll be sure that you get credit for this hour." Nobody leaves. So I said, "Now I assume that the rest of you are here because you want to be a great painter, you want to make a bunch of money, you want to be internationally famous, you want to show at the Metropolitan Museum." Everybody holds their hands up. Then I say, "What in the hell are you doing in this course?" The guy teaching it is an artist. He's teaching you everything that he couldn't make a living at, or he'd be doing it, and instead he's teaching you how not to become famous. And he's cringing, and the students are grinning because they knew I was right. And then, "Well, what would you do, Mr. Fenn?" "Well, I'll tell you what I would do. I'd go to see Thomas Hart Benton, or Thomas Moran, or Charlie Russell, or Renoir, or whoever it is. I'd sweep his floor, I'd clean his brushes, I'd take his wife to the grocery store, and I'd watch everything he does. I'd learn what he's doing, how he mixes his paints, how he thinks, how he designs a painting in pencil before he paints it." On-the-job training. The military calls that on-the-job training. That's how you learn. And I told him, I said, when I retire, when I sell my business, I may decide to be a world-famous painter, make a bunch of money, show at the Smithsonian Institute in Washington. And here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to hire a press agent. I'm going to get in the car with him. We're going to travel around the country for 3 months talking to gallery directors, curators, museum people, college professors, collectors. What kind of painting does a woman want in her living room, in her bedroom? What size works best? What colors? I want to know everything that you know. Everything that all the directors, all the curators know. I want to know what that. Then I'm going to come home, put my press agent to work. I'm going to take a few lessons in art. I'm going to do that last because with me it's going to be least important. Since I don't have any talent, and I tell them, I said, there's only one thing that keeps me right now from being the world's greatest painter, and that's talent. I have everything else, but I don't have the talent. So I know that when I start painting, I'm not going to paint realistic paintings. I've got to paint abstract paintings. But I'm not going to use black. I'm not going to have sharp edges. I need to know what colors to blend together to meld, to create a mood for this woman or her husband. And I'm not going to sell my paintings for a lot of money. If I start selling paintings at $750, everybody buy my paintings because anybody can afford that. And if I sell 100 paintings, how much money is that? And I can look out there and I can see the gears turning. There was a case years ago in Atlanta. The Weinkauf Hotel was burning in the middle of the night. People were jumping out of 20-story buildings. Thousands of people standing around there. And this agent walked up to this kid and he said, "Kid, I've been looking at you. Sirens everywhere." He said, "I like the way you move." He said, "I know that you're photogenic." He said, "How would you like to be a singer?" And I don't remember who that person was, but it was somebody like Fabian or one of those guys. They manufactured him. Ricky Nelson was never known to carry a tune, but my God, you loved the way he sang. I'm one of his biggest fans. I died in an airplane crash that nearly killed me. I liked everything about him, but he was manufactured. And Marilyn Monroe was the same way. Some movie, they threw a picture on his desk and he said, "Let's do it to this one." Promotion. I mean, how did Andy Warhol get there? Painting Campbell soup cans? Sure he did. $80 million. And I'd tell these students in the art class, I'd say, this was many years ago, "Give me $250,000 and I will make you an important artist or singer at your option."